Hi, welcome. My name is Sebastian Lennartson, and I have the pleasure to greet you here today for a webinar where we have teamed up together with Also to talk about the brand new Windows 11. So, first off, a personal introduction. My name is Sebastian Lennartson, and I am the Nordic Commercial Trainer for Microsoft. Together with Also, we are running these initiatives educating our partners and resellers around our products. And today, we have the pleasure to introduce the brand new Windows 11 for you. Some may have heard about Windows 11 previously, some may have read some blog posts about it, and others may wonder what is this new operative system that Microsoft is introducing. We are going to look into that in these coming 40 minutes. But first off, we need to have a look in the rearview mirror. Because as we know, Microsoft have been delivering operative systems for quite a few decades. We have been providing people with technology for a vast majority of computer users throughout the last 50 years. So with Windows 11, we are continuing on the path of bringing technology to everyone and to help people achieve more with technology. Windows 11 is based on the changing and evolving needs from an operative system. Because as all of you know, we have had a very, very rapid change in technology the last 5 years since Windows 10 launched. So with Windows 11, we want to meet some of the main challenges that we see in the hybrid work landscape. We see that we need to help companies to have access to all of their devices and manage them remotely. We need to help employees to sort and manage their workload to ensure that they do not get what we call a cognitive overload. That is, being met with too much information all at once. But then also helping people to overcome communication barriers, help people to be more productive and be more efficient during meetings, as that is one of the most time-consuming tasks that we have during our workdays nowadays. Then, of course, providing the flexibility to work from wherever on whatever device. And finally, one of the biggest challenges that we see is, of course, data security, where Windows 11 is taking a very, very large step towards having a better security posture across devices for companies. But is life as simple as saying that employees want to work remotely and that is what we need to provide for them? No, it's not. We are currently having what we call a hybrid work paradox, where 73% of all workforce want flexible remote options. But at the same time, 67% of the workforce want more in-person work or collaboration. That means that we have two different paths that we need to merge. We have people who want to be able to work from home, who want to be able to work from the office. But we also have people who want to meet their colleagues and partners, who want to have in-person meetings and collaboration, which feels personal. With Windows 11, we are trying to bring these paths closer to each other by providing an enhanced meeting experience. So the agenda for today is that we're going to introduce Windows 11. We are going to look through some customer benefits. We are going to look through some prerequisites for Windows 11 and the next steps. And then finally, key takeaways from this presentation. So first off, of course, introducing Windows 11, the most advanced Windows operative system and most secure Windows operative system yet. With Windows 11, we are changing the user interface for Windows. We are also making sure that it is consistent for IT to manage. And most importantly, that it is secure, because one of the main targets for IT, or one of the main target for hacking attacks is, of course, the endpoints. So with Windows 11, we have paired up with our silicon partners to ensure endpoint security on devices running Windows 11. Once again, when it comes to the commercial challenges, we want to be able to enable work from anywhere. We want to make sure that we help people manage stress. We want to reduce the barriers of communication, and we want to minimize security risk. And this is being done in a bunch of ways, which we are going to look into in a really brief moment. But before we look into how we meet these challenges, I of course want you to see for yourself how Windows 11 looks in this video. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the new Windows 11. And as one of the final punchline you may have picked up on, Windows 11 is designed for hybrid work. And you may ask, how is it designed for hybrid work? Well, of course, it has a lot to do with the user experience and the user interface particularly. Because we have made Windows 11 to battle these four main pillars. First off, we want to make sure that Windows 11 enables you to be more productive. We have simplified the user experience with the user interface and the taskbar, bringing all the type of tools that you may need to manage your workday immediately to the taskbar. We've made sure that you can enhance your collaboration measures so that if you are in a meeting, whilst at the same time having a look on the internet or checking up on something on the SharePoint, well, you can unmute and mute your mic immediately from the taskbar. And these kind of features really enables you to achieve more in a workday and have better collaboration with your colleagues. It's also about being consistent. So with Windows 11, we have built on to Windows 10 platform. Building on to the Windows 10 platform ensures us to provide a platform which has 100% app compatibility for Windows 10 application. It ensures that for an IT department, it is not an total upgrade and a wipeout out of all the computers when you need to install Windows 11. Instead, it is more like updating your IT solution. So Windows 11, therefore, builds on to the foundation of Windows 10. And by installing Windows 11, you take a step towards improved security posture and better security. With all devices running Windows 11 being zero trust ready and Windows as Windows 11 as an operative system, also being built on the zero trust principles, we make sure that all data on those kind of devices with that software is secure and that everyone can access their data that they're eligible and rightful owners of, but making sure that the data does not end up in the hands of someone else. So, what are the actual customer benefits of Windows 11? Well, of course, if you choose to go with Windows 11, you will have a more utilization of your premium devices, since Windows 11 is built for the purpose to be used on multiple platforms. With Windows 11's new user interface, we ensure that you can be just as productive on a laptop as on a tablet or a phone. We make sure that you get the maximum out of your security with Secure Core PCs as the standard for Windows 11. It's also about being versatile and using touch, voice, and pen interface with Windows 11, where we made sure that we optimize the user interface for this kind of usage. And then finally, the value of having units that can do multiple things in a single unit, so that you don't have to purchase both a tablet and a modern device, but instead having them bundled into one device that can do both. So Windows 11, once again, is an amazing experience if you are, as pretty much all of humanity right now is, destined to be in the hybrid workspace, where you want to make sure that your employees and yourself is productive, collaborative, and also has the consistency and the security with the new Windows 11. So exactly what is being done in terms of productiveness? Well, one of the main features, which is really, really important to highlight, is of course that we want to make sure that we reduce the cognitive load on employees using any Windows device. So with Windows 11, we've brought features which make sure that you can focus better, for example, by putting the computer at whole on focus mode, which disenables notifications and sends them once the notice mode has been turned off again. But it's also about ensuring that you can work in the way that fits you best. One of the main feedbacks we've heard is, of course, that people want the computer to remember how you had your layout when docking your laptop into an external screen. This we have brought to Windows 11, so wherever you last dock out from a screen, the computer remembers it so that when you dock back in, you'll have the layout that you had previously. It's also about bringing speed to Microsoft Edge and it becoming a very, very fast browser for internet. And then finally, as mentioned previously, the natural work using all of your senses and all of your capability, whether it being a pen, voice, or touch. And then automating workflows where we can help you to achieve more and become better at, for example, following up things via Power Automate. When it comes to collaboration in Windows 11, we have made sure that Windows 11 immediately integrates with Teams, because Teams is one of the most important tools in today's hybrid environment. With Windows 11, you'll be able to unmute or mute and also share content immediately from the taskbar. We've also made sure that we've enhanced both background blur and intelligent noise cancelling, ensuring that you can work from home with the knowledge that nobody who is also living in your home will be disturbing during the meetings. It's also about supporting the widest range of apps that are available. And since, as mentioned, Windows 11 builds on Windows 10, we know that we can provide 100% app compatibility for apps running on Windows 10, on Windows 11. Consistency is something which is really important for IT departments and for employees too. We want to make sure that you know whether it's about using your company-specific applications or managing and deploying your new Windows 11 or the different type of licensing options that you had previously. With Windows 11, you know that you can use what you had in Windows 10. And when it comes to managing and deploying your devices, you can use the deployment and management tool that you have been using previously and that you are best used to. So Windows 11 is not about upgrading, but instead about updating and enhancing what is already good. Finally, we have the, of course, ever so important security aspect. With Windows 11, we have enhanced security by, for example, requesting that all devices running on Windows 11 needs to have a TPM, Trusted Platform Module 2.0 chip. With the Trusted Platform Module 2.0, you could draw the resemblance to a medieval town. A traditional hardware security is based on one single line of security. If you breach that line, you have conquered the whole city, in this parallel, the whole computer. But with a TPM 2.0 chip, instead it is like an advanced castle, where if you breach the outer barriers, you still have second and third line barriers, which stands impact. So you have a more advanced security, which ensures that you isolate different areas of the computer's security, ensuring that you do not conquer the whole computer once you've breached a single barrier. The final part is about choice, enabling people to have a more technically advanced, faster, and easy to use device. With the modern devices that comes with Windows 11, we ensure that you have a better performance across whether it is a entry-level or premium or mid-level device. You also ensure that we have the most advanced and latest silicon from Intel to AMD and Qualcomm. It's also about the support that we bring to these devices together with our OEM partners. So ensure that your customers, if they are not eligible for an upgrade to Windows 11, that they are aware of the improvements and enhancements that has happened in the last years when it comes to hardwares. So, what we want you to take with you from this is, of course, to drive excitement with your customers around Windows 11. Because Windows 11 is designed around hybrid work, and it is one of the most productive and secure versions of Windows yet. It's built on the same platform as Windows 10, so moving to Windows 11 is as easy as taking an update to Windows 10. And if your customers are ready to get started, well, Microsoft has all of the guidance, support, and tools to ensure full application compatibility and seamlessly moving to Windows 11. So what are the prerequisites and the next step for your customers? Well, if your customers already have an eligible device which they want to update or upgrade, well, either they will get a notification from Windows Update if they have an unmanaged device. If they're on a managed device, their IT department will update their devices on the same way as they deployed Windows 10 today. Or they can also, of course, purchase a new device with Windows 11 at general availability. So these are the actual ways of upgrading that Microsoft supports. And some may wonder, what are you not supporting? And that is the core essence of this slide. We are supporting upgrade through all of the upgrade channels that the companies have been using previously to deploy Windows 10. So once again, moving from Windows 10 to Windows 11 is as easy as taking an update to Windows 10. When it comes to devices, we of course want to push the messaging that a modern device is more reliable, it is more productive, but most importantly, it is more secure. So with Windows 11, the minimum system requirements are that you need a 1 gigahertz 2-core processor, you need 4 gigabytes of RAM, you need the Trusted Platform Module 2.0, TPM 2.0, which is, as mentioned, the most secure way to manage a computer. And then you need the UEFI and Secure Boot, which enables you to boot up a computer in a safe environment in case of an attack. And then the screen has to be HDR 720p resolution and having a DirectX 12 or later. So these requirements are built on the fact that we are in a time where we need to ensure that we have the most secure and most productive units yet. Of course, some may say that they do not need the most advanced productivity tools, but I know for certain that everyone needs a higher end baseline security, which is exactly what TPM 2.0 and UEFI and Secure Boot is all about. So taking a step to a modernization and accelerating device refresh is of course essential to stay secure, but also as a bonus to be more productive in your commercial usage. So remember that when it comes to Windows 11, we have a lot of really strong partners which have been developing really strong system hardware to enable this new OS. With AMD, with Intel, and with Qualcomm, we are seeing really intuitive silicon, which is an experience in itself when it comes to productiveness, when it comes to power, and when it comes to usage. So really nice to see how we together are creating a really strong ecosystem together with our original equipment manufacturers. So Windows 11 is running on the best silicon with the best devices that are available on the market for commercial users. So with that being said, we are going to deep dive into the key takeaways. Because as mentioned, Windows 11 is designed for hybrid work. It is our most productive and secure version of Windows yet. And it's built on the same Windows 10 OS foundation. And moving towards Windows 11 is as easy as taking an update, and it can be made through the same channel as you manage your Windows 10 devices today. So if you're ready to get started, visit Microsoft website and we have all of the guidance available for you. And if you who are watching this is an Also reseller, you also have the possibility to visit Also Get Ready page, localized for all the Nordic countries, where you can find valuable resources for you as an Also reseller. So get started with your customers. Get them or yourself on the Windows Insider program for business. Prepare by embracing modern management and making sure that you are using Microsoft Endpoint Manager. Refresh the hardware that is eligible for Windows 11 already when at general availability, and test the critical applications and policies by using Aperture to ensure that you have 100% compatibility. And then start the broad Windows 11 migration journey in your organization. So with that said, we are moving to the far end of today's presentation. And one of the key things that I want to leave with you today is that if you are watching this on demand or in this webinar, you are invited to go to Expert Zone and learn more about Microsoft products in a curated environment where all of the content that you find is applicable for the Nordic commercial landscape. So instead of trying Google or Bing to find the right information, we've gathered it in courses on Expert Zone where you can read up on the type of information that you want to find out more about. So go to Expert Zone today and do some experts on courses. And a special little prize for you as participating in today's webinar. I recommend that you take a screenshot once you have completed a course and then send it to my email, v-bastinel@microsoft.com, and I will send you a starter kit with a water bottle, a training t-shirt, and a hand sanitizer. So with that being said, move your customers to the hybrid work solution using Windows 11 and Microsoft 365, because these two paired up together will provide for an amazing foundation where you can utilize the most out of your workday, being productive across platforms and across both internal sections on the company, but also with external parties. Sharing with OneDrive and having meetings with Teams has never been more simple and more powerful than it will be with Windows 11 and Microsoft 365. So with that said, thanks a lot for tuning in today and watching this, and I wish you a great rest of the day. Thank you from Microsoft.